What's up, guys? Here it's Precursor Hunter back again with another Gregtech Community Mod Pack or Community Edition unofficial video. Last time we got tons of those machines up and ready to go. For the LVH, I did move them, wire them up to some of these new solar steam boilers, just because I was really hurting a little bit for energy and started to run out of my creosote over there in the barrel, so figured probably set this up and constantly make sure I'm sleeping to allow the solar things to continue working. And since they've retained heat for a while, I'm pretty sure they could be fine overnight. I just don't know yet. We'll take a look at that later. But today we're going to be trying to get more towards the drill. So I got a couple things prepped up and ready for this episode in here. I did go ahead and make extra batteries. I actually have 4 batteries in that battery buffer right there now. And so if we go ahead and come in here, we just need all of the things that are in here. Get started on some of the stuff for it. So if I come over here, let's go ahead and look in the quest book, because this is what I was going to be doing. So we're trying to get to this drill. It recommends you do a diamond drill. You cannot get diamond plates without this basic cutting machine, so I figured might as well get the quests around it done to get to that basic cutting machine. So we're going to start out by making this basic centrifuge. Outside of ore processing, or oh boy, this machine does a lot. Decomposition recipes to separate dust types, separating air, and many others. The list is too long. Let's just say you need the centrifuge. For ore processing, this takes impure dust or purified dust and turns them into clean dust, plus it adds tiny dust byproduct. This is outside of the optimal chain for byproducts, but is also the cheapest ore processing machine of this set to run and to set up on a small scale. So go ahead and go in here, and the recipe is right there. 2 motors, 4 circuits, 2 tin cables, and an LV machine hole. We got ourselves our basic centrifuge. That'll complete that quest there. And I want to get this electrolyzer too. So another outside of ore processing, this machine is similar to the centrifuge, also does a lot of things. And I cannot list them, but fortunately it's one of the cheapest, so get it whenever you want something from it. For ore processing, so I lied, it's not exactly in the ore processing, it's actually for decomposition of dusts. However, most of this style of decomposition through electrolysis is locked at MV. You can see molecular form in dust tools at a glance. Take caution due to how ores work. Dusts, which can be directly smelted into ingots, can give higher metal yields than electrolysis. However, it means you lose other products in dusts. So this will separate stuff out as well, but this is needed for a couple other recipes that I've looked at. So that's interesting. It basically makes charcoal dust carbon dust, but there was a couple other things I saw where it separates stuff out. So you get the hydrogen and nitrogen from ammonia. You can get like the different things that you're going to need with electrolysis separation. So let's go ahead and get one of those. And then from there we can start working on our cutting machine. No idea why it's not unlocking. Because it wants us to do sapphire? But LV power, the only way of getting aluminum dust is electrolyzing sapphire green sapphire. Aluminum is the main MV material. I could advise to get so wanting us to get the sapphire stuff, so let's go ahead and go plop these machines down really quick. Totally should make a door to get access to this area better, but I don't know, parkour makes it a little bit more fun. So we'll do the basic centrifuge there, do the base electrolyzer there. So looking at it, let's find emerald dust. Lapis dust, that's still not the right thing. There. Lazurite dust. Where do we get lazurite dust? So let's go see. I think I have some of the green emerald stuff. Is it that one? I don't think it's this one. Nope. Why not? That's still not what I wanted. So if we do rubies, does not look electrolyzer. So we could get it through the rubies, but it's showing, the quest is showing that we get sapphire dust. So I'm gonna go find one of the sapphire ore veins that I have around here. And I'll meet you back when I got a couple sapphire ore. Okay guys, we're back. I did put some of these green sapphire in. Go ahead and start ore washing. I'm gonna get these blue sapphire into mastery. Let's see, get that ore dust. While waiting on those to get working, I'm gonna go ahead and come down here. I made a bunch of these wooden pipes. So here, right there. We're going to take the water from this pump, get it wired up to the top of this ore washing machine. Right here. Alright, just gotta go get the wrench to pipe that back up. Ooh. Oh, stand on the steam pipes. Should already know this, but wasn't paying attention. So, we are going to get this water wired up, so this should automatically be getting water now. I don't need to fill it up with buckets. Yep. That is done. So now we want to send this part through the thermal centrifuge. This will give us some of the sapphire dust as well. Get some of these precious sapphires, toss them in there. This will start draining. Got some 4X wires, so hopefully those don't have issues. Plus that back in. Nope, wrong place right there. Right there. Alright. So once this gets done, a couple more of those things. So we just want one aluminum dust and 6 of the sapphire. It wants me to throw it in this. remember right, this is actually going to be pretty good for... Centrifuge done. Some floor washing. These are done. So now to finish this off, just come over. Awesome. This machine. We got those. And now we can throw it in the electrolyzer. So it does require 5 to get any aluminum dust out of that. So we'll go ahead and toss that in there for now. But we did get enough aluminum to make 1 aluminum dust. So there's those 2. Where are we at? We're washing. Get some of those out, throw them in the centrifuge. Got more of those. More aluminum dust. I already actually did get some. I think it was doing the redstone. No, it wasn't redstone. Where else do you get this from? Thermal centrifuge. So you get it from emerald ore, that one, this one. So when I was doing this, what does this even become again? I forgot. This is. Oh, this is where I had to get the zinc out of, I think. So I ended up making some brass because we needed some brass to make some stuff, and that's where I had to get the zinc out of, I believe. But, oh, we got some more of these piles of green sapphire here. But we're almost to enough dust. No, it wants 6 dust, so we still need 1 more here. Finish that up for... Still have no real idea why it wants me to finish the sapphire quest first before unlocking that. Let's grab this last piece. That'll finish this quest. Give me some more sapphire ore, which I don't see why you wouldn't just start processing that. Piece over there. Well, that's working. Let's look at this. Cutting machine. I think I know why. It wants us to be able to cut gems now. So the cutting machine enables converting rods into 4 bolts. So this will let you cut rods up, and it cuts 1 rod into 4 bolts, so it does double that recipe. But for now, you do have to use some water over other lubricant, so we're probably going to move this macerator here, actually, just to down over here, because it doesn't need water, whereas this one does. So let's get that out. Get that machine. Put it right there. And just keep it on going right now. Switch that off over there. Let's go get cutting machine built up. So I already grabbed all the stuff out of here. So to make this basic cutting machine, we need 2 parts we haven't made, plus glass, 2 circuits, 2 tin cables, and an electric motor. One of the parts is this cobalt brass buzzsaw blade, which to make cobalt brass was literally making this dust. You can make it in another way. I think it was a blast furnace I saw, but you have to get down to the blast furnace to be able to do that, and we haven't gotten that done yet. But you need 7 pieces of brass, 1 piece of aluminum, and 1 piece of cobalt, and the brass is needed with zinc. And the zinc, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, so that was with tin, is how I got zinc. And so that's how I got the tin stuff that I did. But we need to go ahead and make that. I guess I just have the parts. Oh no, they're right there. But I need to make it in here because I need all those tools. You need a hammer, a wrench, file, and a wire cutter. So let's just get those plates in there. We got 1 of these cobalt brass buzz saws. The other unit we need is an LV conveyor module. So you need 6 of the rubber sheets, 2 motors, and a tin cable. So motors are in my inventory. So there's the 2 motors and rubber sheets. Go ahead and take those out. Now, with that, I should be able to just outright make this. I have everything in my inventory, so I'll just come back over to this crafting bench. And there you go. We got our basic cutting machine, and since it does need some sort of lubricant, let's go ahead and get it set up right here. Gonna get these ore over in processing, but now that it's set up here, let's get ourselves a fluid pipe wired up to it. Gotta go grab a wrench again. I'm gonna check if there's like a tool bag. There probably is like a tool bag I could use. Would be way better than trying to run back and forth with different tools all the time. But fire that up. Is that not gonna take water? No. So we need to go here. I guess it needs to go there. So correct it is. Okay. So go ahead and do that. Do that one. And now with that in there, I should be able to go grab. I need 4 diamonds for the drill that I was going to make. I got 4 of them still smelted up right here. Still have more in the chest, just haven't bothered to smelt them up yet. And I can always go mine more at my diamond vein that's way out there. But what is it? Where do we get these diamond plates? Okay, so you have to make a diamond block. So we are going to need to go ahead and smelt some more of these diamonds up. So let's go do that. Should have some more diamond in here. I guess I don't have more diamond in here. I'm going to have to go mine some of that and be back so we can make this drill this time. So I'll be right back again. Oh, we're back and I got another 20 pieces of ore. I'm only going to smelt up 5 of it for now. So that we can get the even amount we're kind of looking for. Make that 1 block. We'll see how this cutting machine works. I believe it's supposed to make 9 per craft there. But first time using it, so I might as well, you know, see how it works. And once we get that done, we'll be able to make this drill, which is going to be pretty exciting. Going to change the mining game for me. So there we got our block of diamond. Come over here, throw in the cutting machine. Takes us 10 seconds to go through. And 9 plates. Awesome. That means we can definitely get going with making that grill now. Oop, how did that happen? Totally missed the latter part of that. Guess we'll just pull those out and dump them in the chest over here. Take a look at spinning those up here in a little bit, but now if we come over here, make our diamond drill tip. It wants those diamond plates in there, so we'll put those in. Take those out, and I'll put those in this chest just so they're out of the way. And then we need to make this power unit, which I'm going to use the sodium battery because that's what I got. Now we just need to throw that up there, the screw, and my sodium battery. I think I'm actually going to use the lithium battery here. There's our power unit. Okay, and then if we take those two, it does need a couple of tools, so we'll go ahead and craft it in there as well. Drill tip, power unit, needs the wrench, and there we go. There's ourselves a diamond drill. It does say it's not fully charged, which is interesting. But then to test this out, it said to discharge. So that's actually charging up. Looks like just the drill. So that's pretty cool. Just carry a couple extra batteries on you. You've got extra power. So let's see what we're at over here in our battery buffer. We should actually have this decently full battery buffer here. That's full now, so let's go ahead and swap this out for a full battery. Let's go test this out down on the tin mine here. So, see how this works. So it does have a durability of 37,120. So, 37,120. Let's see, because it does say, so find out if it breaks in a 3x3. It does not. And that did not use durability that time, so let's go ahead and mine a little bit in a circle. So I took 1 durability damage out of those 6 blocks. That's actually pretty nice. Even though it doesn't mine in a 3x3 like the hammer, that'll be really nice because it will extend out the material usage length. So that'll be nice for while I'm mining. Not have to I literally bring for an entire vein about this big. I think it's like 6 hammers. Which now that we get plates pretty easily, that's real nice. However, I don't think there's a way to. So once I get up to about 30 levels, I'll probably see about enchanting this. Because all I gotta do is just make sure that I get some books. Or not books. Yeah, books. Make sure I get some decent amount of books here with constantly getting more of this. And then I have the cows over there to breed. We can get a decent enchantment on this, then we'll be pretty set. But so look at is there anything else simple that we can do here? No, we got the building gadget. Oh, I was totally gonna take a look at doing this. Getting this thing. Because this is an electronic prospect scanner. So this basically is just a way to analyze for ores. Which you need an LV scanner and an LV emitter. glass pane, steel plates, and some batteries. All that'll be pretty easy to make, but I don't know if it's really going to be that helpful, to be honest. It might be some on, like, finding exactly where the ores are, but we'll have to take a look at that. So let's go ahead and look at that recipe. So, batteries, I know how to make LV. So we need quartzite and brass. Quartzite's just the quartzite ore, so that's pretty easy to come by, because I know where some of those ore veins are in the nether. And then brass, we just got to make that zinc and copper combination. Let's go see if I still have any of that. We got 1 zinc dust left. And now, use that. Makes 3 dust if I mix it. Extractor. Alloy smelter makes 4. So if we put it in the alloy smelter, we'll get our most bang for buck. So let's go ahead and do that. Where's the alloy smelter? The alloy smelter right there. This will give us 4 of these. And then if I take this right on over here and do lathe, get 2 of those. Go ahead and sleep while that works. Okay, and for the emitter, oh, it's a good thing I did do the most bang for buck, because we need 4 more. Have to make these processors and other things as well, but we'll do 2 more in there. Let's go ahead and hop on in. I don't think I have any more processors right now, so I'm gonna have to make a couple more of those. Yeah, I got the stuff to make it. I got the circuit boards, I got the resistors. I think I just need to make... Oh, I even have the vacuum tubes. So I guess it was literally just red alloy wire, which I've got a bunch in here, and I needed rubber to cover it, so... That'll be pretty much set. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of this stuff tossed away in chests, and I'll be back when I got the quartzite ore and the rest of the stuff to make this sensor. Alright, we're back with our quartzite here. Now, just gotta go grab our brass. Make up within the way. I believe. Let's go look. I think everything here, didn't we? Yep. Just throw our quartz stuff in there. Let's look at this LV scanner. LV scan. Alright. So with that, make some more of these circuits right there. That's right, so we just need to cover those circuits. We need 2. So we need to cover 6 of these. There should be enough there. Then we need to make battery. I have an extra battery, so we'll just use that one. We need to make 1 of these. Also requires a processor, so we're gonna have to make more processors here. So there's 1 of those. We need an LV emitter, which requires 2 processors, so let's go ahead and get those up. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Recipe for those. 1, 2. Oh, out of electron tubes. What do we need here? We need steel rods and wires. So let's just try to make as many of those as we can. So we need... Let's do like 6 of those. Make wires. Let's go grab our steel. Which I believe we technically only need 3. Oh, we need like 1 more, I believe. It's 2. Be 12. Yeah, we need one more out of these. Who says Gregtech and parkour doesn't go together? So those are done. Let's see over here. We got a couple more of these to go ahead and compile. Put that together. Let's get this up and running there. Boom. Boom. Right in there. And I think, if I remember right, we're gonna look at this really quick. So if we run this through the electrolysis machine, we get some oxygen and we get some aluminum. I don't know if I can bucket the oxygen, but that's going to be something really well needed. So we're probably going to have to look at making a big old steel tank for that, which is why I don't want to do too much with that yet. That's where we're going, right there. Okay, so toss those in there. Got ourselves 4 more. Toss that up there. Ourselves 1, 2. So that should be those. Make it this. So we need a processor, and we need 2 tin cables, which I thought had those ready. So I'm glad I haven't used all my rubber, because I am running pretty low on this resin stuff. So we're gonna have to get really figuring out some way to farm those. I know there is a machine, but I don't think it's an LV era machine. Extractor. Alright. Cover those up. Toss those in. LV emitter, and we should be just about ready. We just need a battery in there, which I'm just going to go ahead and use this sodium battery here, and a glass pane. Let's go get that glass pane. Should have a couple spare glass dust in here. Make a single glass pane here, maybe another one. There we go. Apparently need 2 for a pane. It's such a pain. Alright, 1 glass. We got our electric prospector. So now if I click on it, it will show us where those different ores are now. So I can look specifically for what I want. That is honestly pretty cool. That'll help us even verify if ore veins are done and gone and not around anymore. That'll be cool. Now with that, it gives us quite a bit done again. This tree is filling out faster than I thought it would. Man. Totally thought Gregtech would be harder than this. Now if you want to see me eat my words here soon, as we enter the next ages and get into more complicated stuff, join me next time for more Gregtech. Bye!